Hey, Chris. We are here with Chris Cook with Pillar to Post, and he is just going to give us a little bit of information. He is a home inspector in this area, and our team uses him quite a bit. We really like him. He does a good job. So we just wanted to kind of give you his perspective on why it's important to get a home inspection. And I'm going to tell you from our point of view, we always suggest a home inspection, but we want you to hear it from Chris, the professional. So go ahead, Chris.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, as a home inspector myself, I definitely think it's important for, potential home buyers to get a home inspection for really a multitude of reasons, right? I mean, it's the biggest purchase that you're going to make throughout your life. So you want to know on a bunch of different levels if you're making a smart investment, what all's wrong with the place, what you can expect when you move in, because a home inspection is definitely going to, tell you what's wrong with the place. But on top of that, kind of what we offer is maintenance items of, hey, you need to make sure you're doing this once a year, staying in the deck every 2 years to keep that investment appreciating and not depreciating in value. So that's really kind of the main focus of what we're trying to bring of highlighting, hey, here's what's wrong with the home. Well, not necessarily what's wrong with the home, but here's the deficiencies of the home. So you have a really good idea of exactly what you're getting yourself into when you do buy a home. And then on top of that, being able to maintain the home as well is kind of the value that we add, at Pillar to Post.
So you could kind of use your home inspection as a checklist once you move in.
Absolutely. I mean, as far as a checklist, I mean, a lot of times we have buyers, that have never bought a home that are very unfamiliar with the home inspection process in general. And what I tell people is, listen, every home is not going to be perfect, right? I mean, we're there to find things and we are there for you guys. So we're going to try and deliver the best product possible for the buyers so they know exactly what they're getting themselves into, not only for major items, but for minor items as well. So you've got a checklist of, hey, let's tackle these items out throughout the year or throughout, the next couple years or however long you have the house. But really our main goal throughout the home inspection process is to deliver a report that is thorough, exactly what you're getting yourself into. And then on top of that, how to keep that investment appreciating in value is really what we're trying to do.
So when you do the home inspection, you're going to find stuff. I mean, there is no doubt about it. There is going to be stuff. If I got a home inspection and there was nothing on it, I would be worried about my home inspection.
You
So
better fire the home inspector.
exactly, exactly. So when people get their home inspection, they shouldn't look at it as a negative because and they also shouldn't look at it as I want everything fixed that's on this home inspection because you are
Exactly.
doing very detailed just to let them know what what they're looking at in their purchase. Is that pretty much what you're saying?
Exactly. I mean, I always tell people, and we always have a call after the fact because I don't want the people to get caught up in kind of the minutia of the home inspection, right? So, I mean, every home's going to have things that are going on with it. That's just kind of the nature of a house because I tell people all the time that a house is really just one big science experiment of how long you can keep the elements out of it, right? So,
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, don't get caught up in the fine details, right? If it's a major issue, it's going to be on our summary page. But all the other stuff that we find in the report is typically what we find in pretty much every house. So really what we're trying to do is highlight those items and be like, listen, here are the steps you can take to make sure this isn't a problem anymore and you don't have to deal with it in the future, right? So it's not really a home inspection shouldn't scare people. I know a lot of times they can be, anywhere from 40 to 80 pages, and a lot of that is just information that if you go through any house, you're going to see that, right? But if
Mhm.
there is, bigger ticket items, we're definitely going to, notate those. And those are going to be, in bold letters saying, hey, this is what we think are major items, right? And all the rest of the stuff is really just stuff we see essentially in every inspection that, buyers really shouldn't concern themselves with too much. And a lot of times what we find is buyers look at the inspection report as a whole, and every item just seems to kind of weigh on them heavily and what we try and do is break it down to like, here's really the meat and potatoes of the report, and everything else is just minor items.
Great. Chris, can you tell us How much is a home inspection? So when you're hiring it, I know that it probably goes by square footage, but for this purpose, can you give us an idea of what a homeowner can expect to spend on getting one?
Absolutely. So as far as the price, you're exactly right, Cindy. It is based on the square footage and the year the home was built. But typically, I mean, my average job is around $500. Our lowest inspection that we offer is going to be 400. But I would say anywhere in the ballpark of about 450 to 525 is generally what they can expect to spend on a home inspection.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add, or is that pretty much a good synopsis of what we're looking at?
The only thing that I would add would just be to lean on the realtors first and foremost,
Mhm.
because a good agent, especially yourself, Cindy, I mean, you know the nature of the game, right? You guys are gonna kind of walk them through the home inspection process and be like, here's a list of inspectors, and then kind of tell them what to
Mhm.
expect to give them that information before the home inspection process even starts, so that they're aware of exactly what a home inspection entails. Because I tell people all the time, like we're more your normal everyday doctor, right? We're not specialized in anything. So we're going to look at the foundation, we're going to look at the attic, the HVAC, the electrical, the plumbing. So the report itself is in nature going to be naturally longer. And a lot of times what we see is people get kind of intimidated at longer reports thinking, "Oh my God, the house is going to fall apart." When really
Mhm.
it's not. It's a home inspection in general is going to be a longer report because we have to go through all these systems, right?
Mhm.
So it's on the front end for realtors. If you're with a good realtor, they're going to walk you through and let you know ahead of time. Here's what to expect throughout the home inspection process, so we can deliver the best report, and at the same time not kind of freak out the buyers of and kind of blow up the whole home buying process for them.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you coming on and helping us out here. And what we're going to do next, we're bringing on one of our other team members, John, and he's going to actually take the home inspection page that we have to type up for the other agent, because there's a whole proposal and amendment stage.
Hmm.
So we're going to take this conversation even deeper. But thank you so much for all your help, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome. All right, I'll be able to cut this part out. I got to figure out how to stop the recording though. Okay, I think it's up here.